it has to be like this, right? It has to be like this. That will be exactly 20. All right. That's exactly 20. If you have your own Rattle Negation, then you win. I just denied the level up on the Nasus. This also allows me to top deck a freeze to be able to survive. Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. And today I'm bringing you Thralls. Now, Thralls got a pretty, in my opinion, it's a pretty significant buff. In that when Lissandra gets summoned, the landmark that she summons, the Frozen Thrall, gets advanced by 2. So the landmark from Lissandra is coming down as a 7, countdown 7, instead of countdown 9. Now, you might not think that this matters a lot, but this does matter a lot, right? Because now you can bring that, it's kind of like if you play the Frozen Thrall on turn 1, like let's say you play Lissandra turn 3, it's gonna be at 7, kind of equivalent as if you had a Frozen Thrall on turn 1. And this being done at 7 means that you can actually combo it out pretty nicely with Taliyah to double it up, or with a Draklon Inquisitor to kind of get it out in the field earlier rather than later. So that additional 2 turns that you advance that landmark does end up making a big difference. Another addition in this deck compared to when Thralls was last meta is the Rockbear Shepherd, right? Now the Rockbear Shepherd can be a little bit awkward sometimes because he does take 2 board space, but I like the fact that it's giving me a 5/5 as a blocker or potential attacker, while also advancing my most expensive landmark by 1 anytime I summon a unit, which again can synergize with Taliyah to get one of your landmarks as low as possible, and then be able to copy it with Taliyah to get the double throw. So this deck is all about combo. There's multiple combos in this deck. If you're not familiar with Thralls, it's all about just getting multiple Frostguard Thralls in the field. Now, do not commit to just getting a single one. You have to try to get multiple ones. So sometimes, even if you have like 2 Frozen Thralls, it's better to kind of spread out your time in the bottles and your curator, alternate between the 2 of them, because you're in a better spot to be able to summon kind of 2 of them around the same time, or even 3, than you are summoning just a single throw early on that can just be answered by anything that the opponent might have. Now, the other combo pieces in this deck is obviously the Draklon Inquisitor, allowing you to just summon all the Thralls that have 4 or less countdown, which can be amazing in combination with stuff like the Harbinger or the Imagine Possibilities, which can reduce multiple Frozen Thralls countdown by 1. The other good thing is also Sands of Time. So we are playing triple Sands of Times. This means that if you do have one of those Frozen Thralls that's a 4 or even 5 in your opponent's attack turn, then you can use that on that, and that means that you will get another throw on your attack turn to be able to push a lot of lethal damage with. And then eventually you will level up this Lissandra, which kind of gives you all the defenses that you need. But even besides that, we are playing like Tavern Keeper, Avalanche, and Ravine to be able to deal with some of the aggressive Swarm decks that you might see out there. The deck is very fun when you can kind of pull it off, but it can be a little bit inconsistent if the opponent is able to kind of put a lot of pressure on you early. And also you don't have a lot of like direct like removal, right? All we have is kind of like the freezes from 3 Sisters and the Sands of Times, so it can be a little bit awkward to deal with stuff like big Ilaoi Tentacles. So just kind of keep that in mind. But enough about that, let's jump right ahead to the games. If you want more explanations on this deck, at the end of the video I always do kind of like a mulligan breakdown and a little bit more further breakdown on how the deck works. But for now, just enjoy the games, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LR videos every single day. I'll see you at the end of the video. Enjoy. In this matchup, we're gonna against Kayle Zed. It's a little bit weird, right? They're gonna be super aggro versus us. Frozen Throw. Sands of Times is good, right? Because this deck wants to go wide. This deck wants to go wide, so the Sands of Times allows me to stop that. Tavern Keeper is nice for some healing.
You'll thank me later.
Unfortunately, the opponent's gonna have a great hand here. We have to play this now because we have to start, because of how our hand looks, we have to start discounting this as early as we can. Woo. Okay, so we're gonna take another 6 damage here, unless the opponent doesn't open attack. If the opponent open attacks, maybe Lissandra is actually better now. Lissandra's still probably better, right? Yeah, Lissandra's still probably better. We also get an additional heal over that damage that we take. We can block here. Then we Tavern Keeper, I have another blocker, and then next time we can have Sands of Times to kind of stall out their attack. Eventually, play Taliyah, duplicate the Thrall, have a lot of blockers, and also have the Lissandra level up to give me more toughness in my Nexus. I think we're in a decent spot. The Sands of Times are going to be able to stall them out a lot. Because the opponent didn't get set, it's also kind of better for me. Kinku's Call, okay. So they're setting up for a pretty big attack next turn. We play Sands of Times, we play it on one of the Thralls. Unfortunately, we won't be able to duplicate that Thrall. So one of the Thralls is going to come down first. So we're just gonna go ahead and do the Sands of Time now. That means that the opponent doesn't get value from so by playing the Sands of Times now, the opponent doesn't get value from attacking and advancing their Kayle, right? Okay, well they ended up getting a Keeper of the Mask anyways. So they ended up getting the Keeper of the Mask regardless, which unfortunate. I think we're gonna have to let go of this Lissandra.
Foolish child.
We don't have Rabin. Man, that sucks. They got another Keeper of the Mask there. We don't have the Rabin. We're gonna have to go like this. We're gonna have to go Shepherd into Lissandra into Time in a Bottle. I guess I should have just open attack though.
A little luck for those who need it.
Yeah, we could just open attack here. Just push some damage, and the second Sands of Times is gonna help us together with the tough Nexus next turn. No, yeah, because this is gonna enable, because we have the Shepherd. When we play Lissandra, this is gonna go down to 3, and then we Time in a Bottle that Thrall, and it's gonna go down to 1, giving us the second Thrall. 4 HP and a Dream. We have 4 HP and a Dream right here. We have... Ooh, that's a big deal. That's one less blocker. But actually, I'm better off with that. Ah, no, wait. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about the fact that it was going to be this one that gets discounted. So that one gets discounted, unfortunately. Because it gets... So I needed that unit to stay on the field. Because that unit got recall, I summoned that Thrall, and it caused me not to be able to level up Lissandra. We still have that Sands of Times, and if the opponent doesn't open attack, we can play Sands of Times into the Instant Century to trigger this one. And opponent does exactly that. So now we go here, and now we go here, and now we have the tough Nexus, and also have another blocker.
More than mortal.
So now we have the tough Nexus and also have another blocker. So we have 5 blockers and tough Nexus, and then next one we start getting the Ice Shard. If the opponent has another recall, then that's kind of unfortunate. Because if they have another recall, they get there. Okay, they just have another unit. Still not enough. We still have enough blockers to survive. And then next turn, what? Next turn we can play like Lissandra or something. So we can block here. We can block here. Let's go here. Actually... Because this one has 5 health, right? So there's no way that I can kill that one anyways.
Brilliant.
All we do is just take 1 damage. I guess I could have killed the Nobrigan and set it up to die. Because, yeah, I mean, I have the Ice Shard, right? So if I block the Nobrigan, I could have set it up to die to the Ice Shard. So that was actually my mistake there. But it's okay, because here we just play Taliyah. So here we just play Taliyah and we're fine. Let's go Ice Shard first. I want to go Ice Shard first, just so that my Taliyah doesn't get hit by it. And he also sets up the units for next turn. Because we have the 3rd Sands of Times, I don't see how the opponent beats us. No, we both are champions leveled up. We got to do. That was very scary. That was very scary. But the triple Sands of Times actually came in clutch just because they go so wide. Obviously, Lissandra level up as well, helped out, and everything in between. I'm not even... You know what? Do I? Yeah, you know, I'm not even gonna attack with this. I'm gonna attack with the Thrall and let them sacrifice that Keeper of the Mask. I guess I have to be concerned about Solani, right? So Solani could be a problem here. And I don't have a freeze for the Solani. So if the opponent has the Solani, that is a problem. Ooh, that's a good point actually. I forgot about Solani. Nope, they don't join. I would have lost Solani there because I didn't attack with everything. I should have definitely attacked with everything. I guess the opponent didn't need to block, right? So GG's. In this match, we're gonna guess Katarina Gwen and then one Cyan. I wonder if the opponent's playing the Soul Cleave. I think I have to mulligan everything just because I don't have any trolls. That's not a bad job. We go Frozen Throw, we go Harbinger, we go Shepherd. I guess, no, I think I do prefer to go Harbinger over Curator because I need to, especially now that we have the Inquisitor, I need to set it up in such a way that I can obviously get multiple trolls going at once. This is how I end up being able to get back into this game. This would allow me to do exactly that. Yeah, so we go throw here. We can block the House Spider, no problem. We can play the Rock Shepherd. That will give me a blocker for later. It's a little bit awkward, right? Because our board is starting to get a little bit too full. But I don't hate it. I don't hate making this a little bit lower so that when the time that the Inquisitor can come down, we can get 2 trolls on the field. I think this is probably the right spot. The good thing about this is that you can actually stop Katarina, but obviously we don't have enough mana for it, so we can't do it. So the opponent will get the Katarina enabled.
They're afraid.
Sure.
Should be.
I'm okay with them if they want to go ahead and kill this. I think I'm okay with that too. Like if they want to have a flock there. Oh, disintegrate. That's fine. That's a-okay with me. My question here is, I am kind of scared of like a flock, right? So I'm scared that if I commit to the Inquisitor, I'm just gonna be losing to a flock. I'm debating if I need to actually. No, I'm gonna commit for the Inquisitor. I'm gonna commit for the whole full value here. I'm gonna pass first.
No going back.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass first. I'm kind of scared of the flock again, you know? We could go Sense of Time. Don't know that that really matters. We can just take the 4 here and that's okay.
Only fools hesitate.
Oh, the 3, not even 4 anymore? I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna let them commit their Blaze Edge. I don't want to commit the Inquisitor and then get hit by the flock. Now that they committed their Blaze Edge, I think I can go ahead and do the Inquisitor. Force the opponent to have 2 things to actually be able to remove this. Alright. We're gonna have a lot of throws coming out here as the turns go down. We got the Rockbear, which is nice. The only downside with the Sense of Time here, it doesn't really stop Katarina. An opponent could still have what we talked about, right? Where they could have the Blaze Edge and then the flock. So they could still have the Blaze Edge plus flock. They have exactly enough mana for it. But they do not have a Blaze Edge plus disintegrate. We probably should have gone the time in a bottle, by the way. Okay, so they are gonna go for it. Yeah, this tells me they're gonna go for it. I'm just gonna pass, forcing to play the flock first. Alright, so I guess we got our first throw. No problem. No problem. Let's go like this. We get 8. I don't have a freeze, which is a little bit concerning if the opponent has Sire plus Soul Cleave. Okay. The opponent really thinks they're gonna let them kill this. I'm just gonna heal this up. I'm not gonna let you kill that. Question here is, do we? I guess we play it on this one, right? Might as well. Chance of times is not really gonna matter. Yeah, if we just do it on this one, I think it's fine. Let's just kind of spread it out. Lissandra gets us there. This is gonna summon another Thrall. Lissandra levels up. They could still have the Flock versus the Disintegrate, but I think I'm less scared about that based on how the opponent's playing, where they committed the Death Hand. If they don't attack with this Katarina, I'm okay. I mean, I'm just blocking with the Tavern Keeper and then playing the Clockwork.
This
okay.
might hurt.
I'm still chilling. They had to have... I'm thinking they had the Soul Cleave plus the Scion, right? I think that's what they're trying to go for.
They're afraid.
Yeah, if they go like this, that's great for me, because what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to do the Curator on this Troll. And now we get 2 more Thralls in the field. As well as the 4th one coming down soon. Like if the opponent doesn't kill this Inquisitor, we still have the 4th one coming out. Wow, interesting. Like it feels like they're just spending too much stuff for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, cool, you're like getting all this value. We have this now for later. You're spending all these cards, all these removal cards for no reason, right? Because, I mean, those battle feasts are better off when you have, like, you know, like actual damage, like actual Disintegrate or Flocks, etc. I'm not even going to play Lissandra. I'm just going to not respect the opponent and wait for them to kill my unit. Or if they go like this also works. So we block here. We play Lissandra. And now their Blaze Edge hitting Nexus is dramatic. And then next time we have a 4th Troll that comes down in the field because of the Inquisitor just getting so much value in this matchup. Level of Lissandra, Inquisitor. Sure. Could even go Sands of Times to be honest, but I don't think it's necessary. The Blaze Edge are not doing anything to me. Okay, maybe they have like Scorched Earth and stuff is what I'm guessing.
It's just a nick.
Right? I mean, that's the only thing that matters there. And here we go. So now we get a big attack with 4 Thralls, Inquisitor, Lissandra, everything in the middle. We're gonna attack with everything. We're gonna attack with everything because it's not important for us not to. And yeah, we just have to open attack to play around a potential like random ruination that they're playing. I have so GG's. In this match, we're going against Lurk. So we are gonna be kind of a little bit on the back foot here. I like the Inquisitor. Because we have the Inquisitor and Lissandra, I think I'm gonna keep this whole hand, but I'm gonna be very greedy, right? Rabin should help out with that. So it's gonna be really greedy because I'm gonna take a lot of damage early on because we can actually set up our Thralls. Now, again, the Rabin should help a little bit with that. I don't know if he's gonna help enough. The Thralls are both... Ooh, that's a good draw. That's a good draw. I'm just gonna play it on curve so that we can stop a Snapjaw here. Yeah, there we go. So we block the Snapjaw. We just don't want to take that damage, right? And then we can play Lissandra next turn, Rabin on turn 4, Inquisitor on turn 5, and we're gonna get at least 1 throw. Play the Bakai, cool. Okay, so yeah, Lissandra, Rabin.
I will bury the world in
We play Lissandra, we play Rabin. This is also going down to 7 already, which is not even better for this Inquisitor. You don't have another Wanderer? Yeah, that's what I thought. I figured that the opponent was going to have this Hammers now, which is fine. It's fine, because I mean, we're still going to trade, and I don't think I care about Lissandra staying alive. I care more about the fact that I want to keep, obviously, my own attack. The other consideration is that instead of playing the Inquisitor next turn, we should play Taliyah, right? Because the Inquisitor is not doing much next turn, because it's not gonna be enabling the landmarks just yet. Meanwhile, if we play Taliyah and then play Inquisitor, we're in a good spot, unless the opponent has access to a pike. If the opponent has access to a pike to kill that Inquisitor, then we just lose here. I don't think I can play around it. Pike is gonna be a 5 now. So if the opponent has exactly access to a pike, they can kill the Inquisitor. meaning that we don't get our Thralls. And we're back to square one. Do we ever play around that? Do we ever play around that by instead summoning the time in a bottle? No, I'm gonna just drop it. If you have the pike, you have the pike. Right? They predicted once, remember that. They predicted once with the Forsaken Bakai to have predicted into the pike. Oh, it still has the 4 mana. Nope. Okay, we get 3 for Thralls. We have enough blockers. We have access to Sands of Times. We can play Lissandra here. I guess we don't have enough for Lissandra and Sands of Times.
With the power of time,
This might die. Is it Lissandra? No, right? I guess Lissandra is pretty good though. Yeah, that guy gets the overwhelm. Cool. We just block like this and we're chilling. Now we play Lissandra. I guess we gotta go Sands of Times there, but I think I'm gonna play Lissandra now. Because I don't need to commit the Sands of Times just yet. Now we have the Lissandra. We can play Time in a Bottle on this Thrall to get it down to 5. And then we can open it with Sands of Times, removing this Chronomancer and also having another Thrall to attack with. So my idea here is actually to use the... I like the Rare Negation. My idea here is to use the Sands of Times offensively because it's going to give me the 3rd Thrall. And we are going to have Rare Negation to stop a pike. So we go here. This also stops our Thralls from dying to the Chronomancer. And that should be game. So this should be game here because even if the opponent has a pike, we can Rare Negation the pike.
It's not safe. Don't touch it.
So it has to be exactly pike that they got last turn with the Chronomancer. Oh, never mind. It's just a Rare Negation. What if we press our own Rare Negation? You know what? If the opponent is baiting us, they're baiting us. If the opponent has a pike in their hand, they're baiting us. Yeah, I figured they do it. They're winning. No way that you kind of put yourself in a situation where you just lose on the spot, right? So GG's.
For now.
In this match, we're against Nasus Thresh. What should I be worried about here? This is not a bad hand. This is not a bad hand. I like the Harbinger, Rockbear, Lissandra, Imagine Possibilities. The next best thing here is gonna be Taliyah. Like, imagine if we had a Taliyah here too. Oh my god, okay, maybe a little bit too many Rockbear Shepherds. Yeah, I think that might be a little too many, unfortunately. I mean, it's fine. It's gonna give us blockers, right? Which is something that we also need in this deck. Maybe because of that, we didn't actually play the Taliyah just yet. The Lissandra just yet, sorry. Maybe we'll go double Rock with Shepherd. Yeah, maybe double Rock Shepherd is not bad. Battle Piece? Okay.
Nobody's pulling Nortail while I'm around.
If we go double Rock Shepherd, Thralls are gonna get advanced really quickly. Then the problem is gonna be board space, right? Because this guy's like taking up 2 board space. Hate Spike? Okay. So the opponent's fixing the board space problems for us.
Bye, new friends.
We can block the Abomination, no problem. Yeah, opponent's literally fixing the board space problems for us. I think I like the second Rock Shepherd. And then potentially Lissandra. Can go here. So if we're gonna go Lissandra, I cannot play this frozen throw, right? Because we're gonna go Lissandra, we cannot play that frozen throw because we wanna be able to actually advance this once. Oh, that's such a good draw. That's such a good draw. They will kill the Shepherd, but at this point we're just here now. So this gets advanced to 6. Now they can kill this, right? Again, understandable. We can go. I want to copy something. I don't know if I'll be able to. Don't have the board space. Don't have the board space. This doesn't kill us. If opponent's going like this, do I even care about blocking then? I feel like the opponent has another haste spike. And if you have another haste spike, I don't think I bother then. If the opponent's gonna just go like this, I force him to use the haste spike. And they could also have a black spear. Yeah, they could also have a black spear, right? So, don't think it's ever correct. We could advance everything by 1 here and get another 5 drop. Which also advances this one. The only downside is this freaking trash. About to level up soon, right? We have... I need to copy this troll. I need to copy one of the trolls before... Need to copy the trolls before we actually enable them. Because otherwise this Taliyah is going to be a little bit awkward. Opponent can kill Lissandra. They still gonna... Oh man, they have so many units. I also need... Man, if I had an Avalanche or a Ravine, this would also be so nice. Okay. Opponent's gonna level up their trash. But now we can actually set it up so that we can win with the Taliyah. This is the Ravine that we were talking about. Maybe we actually play the Ravine first. And don't copy Taliyah until next turn. Because we can play Ravine, Taliyah, and then Harbinger, right? So the opponent just gonna kill. Go here, yeah, that's fine. Go there. Go there too. I'm gonna let them level it up, right? I have to let them level it up. I'm just gonna go here. Give you my whole board. Because the opponent actually just tapped out of... Like, because we're able to clear the opponent's whole board, maybe Taliyah is just the play here. Maybe we don't bother with anything else. We could also technically... Yeah, I think we just go here. I think we just go Taliyah. I think we just go Taliyah. I'm kind of concerned of a Nasus, right? Because the opponent has gotten a lot of hits, a lot of slays. We could set it up so that we have a big open attack if we play the Harbinger right now. Yeah, that's the Nasus. We're gonna have to just rely that this open attack is enough. We're gonna have to rely that this open attack is enough to get us there. Yeah, opponent's purposely trying to get this to 10, because if they are 10, obviously that means that they can level up the Nasus and reduce the power of the rest of my units, which is amazing for them. This Battle Negation is huge. This Battle Negation is actually huge. So the opponent can level up Nasus by blocking here. That's why I attack with Taliyah first, because if they block the Taliyah, they're gonna just lose the Nasus. If they try to do something, we have Battle Negation. Yeah, they cannot block the Taliyah, right? I guess they can block the Taliyah like this, but it's not gonna be enough. They might be... Okay, I was gonna say, if they get greedy... If we Battle Negation... I was thinking if we Battle Negation our own Troll... I guess it doesn't even have to be the throw. No, it doesn't work, right? It has to be like this, right? It has to be like this. That will be exactly 20. Alright. That's exactly 20. If you have your own Battle Negation, then you win. I just denied the level up on the Nasus. This also allows me to top deck a freeze to be able to survive. So if the opponent has their own Battle Negation, they actually win. They could also have Vengeance to start this here. The fact that they didn't commit anything right away, though, maybe they were just waiting for me to commit something first, right? Which is smart. The only way for them to survive otherwise is to actually play Atrocity into one of our units. And if they play Atrocity, they're going to have to sacrifice the Nasus. And then we can kill the Thresh with Ravine. So they will lose both their champions and their atrocity. So it's either Rana Negation or Vengeance. Nothing else punishes me. Yeah, there you go. So they do atrocity, right? Which, yes, right? It kills my Thrall, and I lose 2 Thralls. But because the Nasus still doesn't level up, the Thresh goes down to 2 HP. And then we can just go Ravine and Lissandra and be chilling. Because the Thresh is going to die, so the opponent's not going to get another Nasus. So now they need to have a 4th Nasus. Now they need to have a 2nd Nasus in their hand to actually be able to get there. And there's the glimpse. That's cool. Let's go Lissandra. Let's go Lissandra. I think at this point, I value this Ice Shard a little bit.
All things grow cold.
Right? Everything else is not gonna matter. They had the glimpse. I mean, good for them. The glimpse is a little bit unfortunate because it does it did allow them to get value. A 2nd Thresh or a 2nd Nasus does it for them. Yeah, that's the 2nd Thresh, meaning that we're gonna have to sacrifice this Thrall. Yeah, it means that we have to sacrifice that Thrall, right? Opponent can also pull with the Taliyah. Opponent can also pull the Taliyah. Can we kill this Nasus? Oh, it came from the hand. It came from the hand. So if we go like this, the Nasus still stays at 9. There's no way that we can beat it, right? If we don't block, we lose into a 2nd atrocity. Yeah, I guess we're not gonna block it. We're not gonna block it. Otherwise we lose, right? So they have both Nasus and the 2nd Thresh in their hand. If it was just Nasus, it's actually better, because if it was just Nasus, we keep the Taliyah alive. Unfortunately, we don't have any freezes in our hand. So we don't have any freezes. I'm trying to hope that the opponent gets greedy here, and then we can avalanche. They're Nasus? Are you serious? So that punished me, because now the Thresh stays alive. Yeah, so now I cannot win. So now I cannot win no matter what, because the opponent's Nasus stayed alive. The Thresh stayed alive, and we also lost our Thrall. Wow. Oh, opponent played it well. We had a pretty crazy line. We had a pretty crazy line with the self-Rana Negation to stop the Nasus level up. And the opponent was able to counter with the atrocity and then the glimpse to get them more draw. And that got them there, so GG's. That's unfortunate. That was a pretty smart line though. Again, the only thing that beat us there was a Rana Negation or Vengeance. The atrocity was okay, but yeah. In this match, we're going against Deep. Deep is the weird deck that actually I feel like has a decent matchup against us. Just because obviously they have access to... they'll be able to actually have units that are big. Now, I like the Rock Shepherd. I don't think it's right for the Inquisitor just yet. We're going to go Rockbear Shepherd and maybe get actually Thralls early on. Lissandra's not bad. Lissandra's not bad. So we can play Harbinger into Shepherd and then maybe Lissandra later. Yeah, let's go like this. Let's go like this. I think I don't mind playing Lissandra second. I think I'm okay with this dying. Right? Gives us the board space. We have the magic possibilities and the time in a bottle, so this Taliyah is going to be able to summon some crazy Thralls. This gives us a blocker later into the line. We have Rana Negation too, that's pretty nice. We play Lissandra. Now the Thralls are going to be alternating between which one is actually going to get there. Unfortunately, opponent ended up with the Joe Hunter, so we're going to lose the Rock Shepherd without getting any value. That's a great draw for later. Why not attack with the Sea Scarab? Alright, that's fine with me. We still have 2 Thralls here that are going to be 7 each, right? Let's go here. Let's go here. Second Lissandra or time in a bottle? Because I feel like I need to start getting these Thralls as soon as possible, right? Rabin is not great. Second, Lissandra gives me access to the Entomb, which could be interesting. I like the Time in a Bottle. I think I'm gonna go Time in a Bottle. That lets me potentially get another Thrall later on. This Rockbear gives me a blocker. We can go here.
I will weave my own path.
We're gonna get the Rockbear. That's a reason for us to have gone for the second Lissandra. The second Joe Hunters is definitely a big deal. So the second Joe Hunters is definitely a big punish for us not going second Lissandra, because I would have loved to have that second Lissandra here to kind of slow them down later. Now, we're still in a position where our Thralls are going to be in a really good spot, especially if we play this Avenir Thralls, then we can actually just go for the Thralls next turn, right? Yeah, so we can go here. And then we can actually go here, advancing everything by 1. We go Time in a Bottle here into Imagine Possibilities, and we should be okay. Now, the opponent is about to go deep, so the Sea Scarab is still gonna get body. Wow, wait, they're playing Soul Cleave. They're playing Soul Cleave, which is really good for them. None of this really matters for me. I guess let's pick the Sign of Time. Just in case. Again, we're gonna be able to go... Okay, that's actually bad. I mean, let's go deep, which is a great for them. But you're losing your lifesteal. You're not gonna have any blockers next turn. I guess opponent is really trying to level up. I guess opponent will level up this Maokai, huh? Yeah, opponent will level up this Maokai. I don't want them to know that I have Imagine Possibilities in my hand. So the Maokai levels up here. So our deck goes bye-bye. So we don't have any more Lissandras. Okay, so they're gonna just do it now. So we don't even get... We potentially don't even get what we predicted into. Is it concerning? Yes, but we do still have all these Thralls that are about to come in, and we're gonna have Very Nice as well. So I'm pretty sure we can just win in the next couple of turns, right? The opponent gets a blocker here because they were able to level up the Maokai. But they don't have... They don't actually have the Nautilus, right? So they don't actually have the Nautilus. So we can actually just go like this, advance everything by 1 round. And we have Rattle Negation as a backup. Let's just attack with everything. And then next time we just Very Nice and kind of restart. That's exactly lethal. So even with them blocking everything, this is exactly lethal. Yeah. Nice. I mean, Maokai level up was nice, but I mean, that's the thing with Imagine Possibilities and Thralls. It's so easy for you to just get multiple Thralls like this and just be able to win the game on the spot. So, GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Scouts. Ooh. A classic bad matchup for us, right? The rallies are going to be really, really unfortunate against us. Might actually keep the Avalanche. I'm gonna greed out. I'm gonna keep the Avalanche, but I'm not gonna keep the Taliyah. I also think it's better for me to not play this Frozen Thrall, right? Because what I want to do is play Harbinger Thralls and then have enough mana for Avalanche. So we go like this. I know technically, obviously, I delayed things for 1 turn. But I think it was more important for me to have the mana for the Avalanche. I guess I could just summon this and just save my mana. That also works.
Let's get to work.
Yeah, that also would have worked. Because now the Avalanche means that this is gonna die. So yes, it probably was better to play the one Thrall and then actually just chill, right?
No pay.
Now the opponent's tempted to attack here, right? And if they attack, we can just block and then set it up so that this Fortune dies. If the opponent doesn't attack, then I think we're fine. Question is, do I play the Avalanche now? Let's just push our 2 damage, right? Opponent's not gonna block with Misfortune. Yeah, they're just gonna go like this.
More hands make quick work.
I think I'm gonna take it easy for now. We could go here instead of the Thrall to start getting the Rockbear. I think that's fine. I think I actually like to have this Rockbear. Lissandra, Rabin. Let's go Ravine. I think if I can keep their field clear up, I think it's better for us. And we can do so by doing the Ravine plus the Avalanche. So this allows me to be able to block. Alright. I mean, I'm still gonna block it like this. Okay. Now what? Mariah Warden?
I've never met anyone like you. A little reinforcement at the seams.
Maybe I should have played the Harbinger here. Okay, now I'm gonna play it. Yeah, let's play this Harbinger now. Let's just make sure that we have enough blockers, right? We can play the Avalanche and then play the Ravine and be okay. Because we're gonna play the Avalanche and the Ravine, I don't think I care about how this is gonna end up working out for us. Rangers resolve, cool.
Love ya.
So that means that we're gonna have to save the Avalanche for next turn. Unfortunately, if the opponent has a rally, I'm kind of screwed, right? If the opponent has a rally, I'm kind of in a little bit of trouble. Let's start with Ravine here. If the opponent has the rally, then I am a little bit in trouble. And by a little, I mean like a lot. If they don't have the rally, then I'm okay here. And then we're gonna get the Thralls. We can copy them with Taliyah, and Taliyah is also gonna be leveled up. We still have a freeze as well. Because the problem with the rally is gonna be 5 mana. The problem is that the opponent has the rally. I guess we can stop. We could have started with Avalanche first, maybe? Okay, so they're looking for the rally. So let's just go like this. Now, even if they have the rally, they don't get to level up Misfortune because the Navigator is dead. So I take some damage, but it's not enough for me to die. And their whole board dies here. Then we play Taliyah. We still have access to the freeze, so we should be okay. Yeah, that prediction into the Ravine ended up being super, super clutch. Super, super clutch. That's amazing. That's actually freaking amazing. So let's go here. We copy the landmark. If the opponent wants to kill our Taliyah, that's okay with us because we'll copy the other landmark. I will copy the landmark again, right? I actually prefer if they can kill this Taliyah. Like if they actually find a way to kill Taliyah, they actually lose the game. And there we go. Yeah, that Ravine and the Avalanche completely just blew them out. So GG's. Hey, welcome back everybody. Hope you enjoyed today's games. I kind of got a few good games here with Thralls where you can see us comboing out and getting a bunch of Thralls out in the field. The one game that made me so sad was the Nasus Thresh, man. I honestly, I thought that Radiant Negation play was ingenious to try to get that lethal damage. Obviously, if we let that Nasus level up, we're just gonna die anyways because the opponent had another Nasus in their hand and they had the Atrocity in their hand. Unfortunately, the opponent ended up having the second Thresh and the second Nasus, and it just made my day so sad. We couldn't even kill that first Thresh properly because the opponent even had a glimpse to kind of help it out. It's kind of nutty how much value the opponent ended up getting there, which again kind of sucks for us, but sometimes that's kind of how the cookie crumbles. In terms of mulling with this deck, I definitely want to try to get a Thrall early, right? So I think I like keeping Frozen Thrall. I like keeping a Harbinger of Thralls. I like keeping Lissandra. And I actually been liking to keep the Rockbear Shepherd recently. So Lissandra, Shepherd, Harbinger Thralls, and Frozen Thralls are what you want to keep. If you already have a good enough early hand with different Thralls and things to reduce the cooldown, then that's what I might look to keep Taliyah, so I can actually duplicate that Thrall that gets lower and kind of go from there. If you're going against an aggressive deck, then obviously you probably want to keep at least one Avalanche or one Ravine or even Tyrant Keeper. But you do want to focus to at least make sure that you have at least one Thrall by turn 2 or by turn 3 the latest. That's the benefit with Lissandra buff, right? That even if you don't get Frozen Thrall or Harbinger on turn 1 and 2, when Lissandra comes down, she's advancing her own Frozen Thrall by 2, so it's pretty much the equivalent of you playing a Frozen Thrall on turn 1, which is really nice. So as soon as you have one of these 3 cards by turn 3, you're going to be in a good spot. And then you're kind of just looking to duplicate it and advance them as soon as possible. But remember what I said in the beginning of the video. You want to make sure you get at least 2 or 3 Thralls out at once. A single one is never, ever going to be enough. So yeah. Aside from that, let me see. I mean, there's not a lot more to say, right? With this deck, it's pretty straightforward. Just kind of get your Thralls down and kind of go from there. just be careful of, try to look for the freeze or predicting to the freeze if you're going against something like Nasus. That was a little bit unfortunate on my part that I actually didn't get to see a freeze in that matchup. So, it happens. Otherwise, I think everything else looks pretty straightforward with this deck. As always, if you liked this video, make sure to like it below and subscribe to us. We post a lot of videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund. We stream every now and then. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.